Hi everybody, this is Darren, the Managing Director of Do Digital Agency. This is my second case study walkthrough. The first one was for Gordon Russell, which hopefully you've taken a look at or had a chance to see, but if you haven't, go to our YouTube channel and I think you'll find a lot of our case study walkthroughs there, and we intend on putting a lot more of them up as well. So hopefully you find them informative, useful, and something that you can refer back to really understand what type of things we're doing within the context of some of our projects. Today I want to talk to you about a company that I've been working for several years, and that's William Hands. So William Hands are a great company to work for. They're manufacturers of high-end quality veneered commercial furniture, boardroom tables, high-end leather chairs and things like this, something that really looks great and lend themselves really well to the types of CGI and the work that we're working on. So what I wanted to do is, instead of me just taking you through a few samples of imagery, I just wanted to show you within the context of the website. So this is William Hands' website, and I think what's really interesting about this, that there's an amalgamation of CGI, photography, real-world case studies, 3D product configurators, and just a bit of everything really. I think it just shows you, how we integrate our services into standard digital platforms really, and how they can sort of work together to create a narrative, a library of content really that is real and unreal. So I just wanted to take you through a few products. So I'm just going to take you through maybe one of their tables. Straight away you got navigation on the top. So I think we'll take a look at the Omega table. It's one of the new products out, so I don't think they'll mind me showing you this, because I think they'd maybe enjoy some of the free promo that I'm doing today. But straight away on the top header you have a series of images as well. So if I click here, this image here is one of our renders. So this was done by one of the artists in the studio. I know that the artists have been working closely with the marketing team to make sure that they get the right look and feel, that it represents the finishes and the products in the right way. And they also had photography as well. So you can see here in this header image that you've got an amalgamation of photography and CGI. Again, under the CGI image, it's a nice subtle lighting coming in. It's a nice quality reflections there on top of some of the finishes in the back. I think this gave them the opportunity to maybe produce some imagery that portray case studies that maybe hadn't been installed yet. I know that the guys from Hands have been using our services for pitch as well as marketing imagery. So it's really nice to see them embracing what we're doing to sell the product to the customers directly, and then to be used in marketing collateral in the future. So again, you can see here's a gallery of the images that we've got. Seamless integration between photography and CGI, and I'm sure you can go through some of these and spend a good couple of minutes trying to work out exactly which one's an image and which one's CGI. Hopefully you get it wrong every time, but let's see. So one of the things that we've also integrated into this, into their web page and into their website, is the configurators. I think it's fair to say that the configurators that we've done for William Hands have absolutely millions of options available. The number of finishes that they can give you, the number of sort of permutations of those finishes, the different way the veneer lays, the way that the direction lays, all these have been integrated into the configurator. So straight away the configurator sits within an iframe that sits on the page, so it's seamless integration there. There are no plugins, nothing to download, so these work in any browser, and they're robust, and there's something that all devices can handle. On the right hand side here you've got the specification. So this is the finishes that are selected as default at the moment. We've got some functionality where we've got a zoom feature, so we can really get in and understand some of those details. We've also got an auto rotate, so once you've made your selection and you just want to see it from all angles, but you don't want to keep spinning it, you can just do that. We've also got some hero shots, and we call these hero shots cameo shots, just to sort of show you the best angle of the product, so you can really get a consistent understanding of what all the finishes may look like from a certain angle. We can also change the background as well to give you more contrast with some of those finishes as well. And there's a nice save button here, so while this judges, you click on this button, downloads an image straight to your desktop, and I can open that, and I've got a JPEG render that's on my desktop that I can use on my presentation, which actually comes with the specification as well. It's quite nice. So if I take you back to the navigation part of this configurator, we've got the option to turn off chairs and on, just to give you a little bit of context, and you can actually configure those as well. You can actually turn those back off. If we go back to the table, this sub menu here has got several options. We've got the surfaces, the edge detail, the frame finish, the inlay, and the access flaps. And underneath that then, we've got the types of finishes. So veneers, short grain, long grain, and we've got the Phoenix laminate finishes as well. I'm not going to pretend I know exactly all of these details, but I'll just give an understanding of what it is and the type of selections you can make. So I've picked here the American Black Walnut, and again that's in the short grain. And you can see here where we've got thousands and hundreds of images, swatches and renders. So I think in all, it's limitless the number of finishes and permutations of this table that you can select. And because there's so many finishes, and because designers want to use these tools to understand the products better and to demonstrate to their customers, we think that it's something that William Hands have adopted quite effectively in their sales process. So here we can see we've gone for a long grain effect. We'll look at the edge. What's interesting as well, that we have an algorithm here that if I make certain selections, it actually changes what type of finishes I can then have for my edge detail based on whether or not they are available or not. And I'll try and demonstrate one of them to you now. So if we go for the edge, for example, the black oak only comes with a black oak edge. And then if I click on fume oak, they've got a few more options. So you can really get a contrasting edge. Then you can see when I made that selection, you can really see the contrast and go back to a dark finish. So it's a really powerful tool really to sort of experiment from a specifier's perspective as well. In terms of the leg detail, they've gone for a powdered black finish, which is really nice. And then we're going to go into inlays. So here we've got a veneer inlay, so we can match the fumed oak that we've already got on there. We can go for Phoenix. Again, there's lots of finishes here, so we'll go for something quite sort of interesting, just give it a bit more contrast. We'll go for something like the beige Luxor. We've even got a glass finish as well. And not only can we just change the color, but we can actually change the quality of the material as well and give you better reflection. So you can see the glass is represented with a nice highlight. And then they've got the metalwork finishes as well, and they've got the copper. And you can see there again, really picking up some of the quality in the materials as well. So if I go back to my standard view, bring that down a little bit, and we can take a look at access flaps. So we're going to match those in as well. So straight away we've matched that together. Quite a nice design really. And I think that, you know, we've also got the specification in. So really, there are so many options available. This is all done on the fly. It's all done instantly. So there's no download times, there's no wait times. You know, it's very robust, and it's something that William Hands have sort of added to every one of their product pages. So in terms of what we've produced, we've got the CGI, we produced the models, we produced then the configurators which use those models for the CGI and the configurators. I think I'll show you another product as well, so maybe go for something like one of the seating ranges. So let's take a look at the Cypher conference chair. With this one, for example, they've got a video here of their product, which is really nice. And then we've got the configurator. And again, if you take a look at this, you've got several functions and styles for the bases. So we'll go for the 854 exec mobile. Arm detail and finishes, we can go for it's called Tech Arm, we've got Pro Arm, and then they've got the wing. And you can see as soon as I make those changes, straight away I'm getting instant understanding of all the selections I'm making. And again, the number of finishes available to this, you know, they've got the Yarwood and Muirhead library in here. Again, thousands and thousands of options. So you can really get a good understanding of the product and see it in pretty much most fabric finishes. We've even got Configurator in there as well. So the Blazer range, which is very popular at the moment. So you can really get a good understanding. I can zoom in on that. And again, I can save that image down to my desktop, and I can use that JPEG in the presentation for later. There we go. So there's that image. Obviously, I would try and get a better angle if I wanted to, but that's something I just grabbed instantly straight away for you to understand what it is we can do. So let's take a look at another product and maybe look at some of the detailing or some of the renders that we've done as well. So we'll go to table, and I think we'll take a look at the arbor. And again, straight away, the header image is one of our renders, and you can see the cipher chair there. We just did some configuration that has been placed in there. So the image, the Mo 3D model, it's gone into the CGI, it's gone into the configurator, and it's gone in for some of the product renders and the close-up shots as well. So there's a very similar format to all these pages. You start with a nice header shot of the product in context, then you've got some nice renders of the image in the studio, and then we've got the configurator. And see how quickly that loaded then. So it's pretty instant. And again, similar to the last configurator, we can add in some of those chairs, cipher chair, precept, and then we're able to configure that. So what we can also do is give a little bit more context within the configurator. We can change the background then to get a nice contrast, and then we can zoom in and see some of the details. I think one of the things I really liked about this product was the table options, for example, on the edge. It wasn't just a standard edge swap, but they had more edge finishes as well, which I thought was interesting. So you've got the chamfered edge, excuse me, and you can see there more subtle detail. You've got the lacquers for the base. Let's go back to the edge there a second, there's some more I want to show you. Undercut, finish, overcut, different angle in there, and square edge as well. And we can add a bit more contrast in that. So hopefully that gives you a really good understanding of the type of things that we've been producing for William Hands in the past. And take a look at this site, all the products in there. Take a look at the type of work that we've been doing. Give us a shout out to see whether or not you can tell the difference between some of those CGIs and some of those what I call some of those product renders and some of those photographies as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take a look. Tell us what you think. Let us know. If there's any more you want to try and understand about some of the products and some of the services that we're producing at the moment. That'd be really good to hear from you. So hopefully that gives you an insight into the type of stuff that we've been doing for William Hands. As I said, that's video number 2. It seems to be going okay, so hopefully you can let me know if I am doing them correctly or whether I'm just no good at it. But it's something I've enjoyed doing, something that I enjoy showing off the work that we're doing. So hopefully you will enjoy as much as I have. And let us know what you think. All the best. Bye.